Santa Inc. is a smelly dirt thrown into the world by the idiot Seth Rogen, who can't stop complaining on Twitter, by the way. It stars Sarah Silverman, of all people, playing herself in the guise of a purple-skinned elf, and of course, Seth Rogen pretending to be Santa. That in itself should tell you everything you need to know, and is also more than an indication enough for a verdict of how terrible this thing is. If you thought Sausage Party was bad, boy are you in for a shock. The thing is so bad, not even critics want to review it, and Rotten Tomatoes, they don't have enough data from critics to actually write a critics consensus there on Santa Inc.'s page. How radioactive is it then? Well, if the YouTube trailer is any indication, we could say it's highly. What do I mean highly? It's extremely radioactive. I think it's even worse than Marvel's new Warriors trailer from last year, and it's in a rivalry with Ghostbusters 2016 for the worst, most disliked video on YouTube. And how can it not be so? I mean, this thing is spiteful, ridiculous, and it's also unfunny and uninspiring. And it's filled with swearing for the sake of shocking and trying to make people laugh, and failing miserably at that simply because it's like college humor for adults who have already left that period of their lives behind. Now, thanks to my good friend Prismatics, and if you are not following them on Twitter, please do, I came across this image that they posted, because for some reason they can still see the dislike ratio, and as of the making of this video, Santa Inc. sits at 3,700 likes against a whopping 150,000 dislikes. Good for you, Rogen. I can only hope that this one reaches the 200,000 dislike mark. That would be something of a milestone, and you can also praise yourself for that, Rogen. Of course, what happened next is that Seth Rogen went on a Twitter thread reflecting on what he has done wrong, promised to do better in the future, and vowed to never, ever again insult the potential customers for his productions. Nah, I'm just kidding, that really didn't happen. What actually happened was that Rogen, in his infinite idiocy, went on a rant that proves once more just how out of touch Hollywood people are, because they refuse to leave their comfortable baubles behind. Rogen wrote the following, quote, "We're really pissed off tens of thousands of white supremacists with our new show Santa Inc., which is now available on HBO Max. Please read the responses to this tweet for confirmation." End quote. Said, actually it was hundreds of thousands. But do go on lying to yourself like that, you know? Yeah, continue just fooling yourself. Also, do you really think thousands of white, whatever the hell you call them, are spending their time on social media or YouTube looking for quote-unquote progressive and quote-unquote diverse content to dislike? Do you really think that the yatzies out there have time to just go there and downvote your show? This is why you should never do drugs, kids. They make you go as retarded as Seth Rogen himself. What those numbers on YouTube actually mean, Seth, is that nobody, and that's literal, nobody likes this crap. Unfunny, uninspiring pieces of garbage will never sit well with audiences. In this particular case, I feel that it's a shame that they used stop-motion animation, my personal favorite animation technique by the way, and wasted it on something this terrible. Really, it's horrible. Some character designs look good for sure, yes, but I can't help feeling this is only a waste of talent and beautiful animation techniques, because the show is just awful. So as you can see, not watching Rogen's film isn't only with the intention of boycotting the bastard, but also a health service to oneself. When this thing is so unwatchable because of the stereotypes, I mean, reindeer talk like black people for instance, and the jokes land as hard as a bag of bricks, you know you are better off staying away from this thing. HBO Max had better pay attention to what they are buying and from whom. But that doesn't end there. Oh no sir, of course not. Rogen has to also thread the paths of old and dear franchises and is now working on a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles remake, reboot or whatever on film. It's scary. Imagine Rogen dealing with teenagers talking. They'd be all in for drugs, sex and swearing as well. And this is just awful to think about. And imagine Rogen also getting hired by Disney to remake Darkwing Duck. Oh my soul! Why does this retarded insufferable pothead keep getting work? Well, it's anyone's guess, I believe. IMDb also has spoken, and Santa Inc. is a terrible show there as well, which has scored less than 1.5 out of 10 stars, scoring 1.1 stars. It's the worst show ever rated on IMDb. This has nothing to do with the yatzies, Seth, by the way, because of course he's blaming all those yatzies and white whatever they are for downvoting his show. They are review bombing this thing, according to him. But it has all to do with you being a complete arsehole, that is for sure. That is real. It has everything to do with you trying to make a spiteful, miserable Christmas special to make others feel as miserable as you are, and as this show also is. It also has everything to do with being a complete idiot who thinks swearing and pot jokes are funny. The 1990s called and said they are over. Move on, you idiot. Anyway, that's just my opinion, so let me know yours down below in the comments, and also let me know if you are interested in watching Santa Inc. or if you want to give it a chance, if you have already watched it and what you think about it, or if you just want to kill it with fire. Let me know all of that down below in the comments, and until next time, peace out.